more infractions will cost us dearly. Time is not on our side. He has become nature herself. Volcanic eruptions, I'm nature. This chamber has lava that's molten within. The serpent is coiled and Pisces is no more, my nigga, just check on my fin. The crisis of energy, wielded with power like fuck it, my nigga, I'm him. You scary, I write it in scripture, I'm sorry, my nigga, but fear is a sin. The chronicles of a nigga. The moon has eclipsed, I'm a walking hieroglyph. The night of the dead is the day of the dawn, and to show you that spirits exist. The seeds of the mustard is planted. The holy of ghosts, that's the phantom. The zombies have risen from dirt, and the phoenix ignited and turned into ashes. Mystical creatures, I am the dragon. Wings of valor, flap with a passion. Fire, I spit it is molten like lava. The teeth in my mouth is as sharp as piranha, I feast. Necronomicon's calling, and they all live inside of me. Dark side, what I'm repping, but my aura's the light, that's the balance that all y'all see. Go on, critique. The beast out his cage, the 13th devil, that's me. Anointed, the planet is mine for the taking, my nigga, I'm part of that meek. The scripture just said it, I'm only indebted. I gave you my word, so the oath is hermetic. You fucking ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Sabbath. It's Saturday, so it goes down. Cage Warrior 209. We are here live, ladies and gentlemen, in the United Kingdom with my mans in them. About to call a blow by blow. The co-main event. You know, I pop up like these because I was sleepy, man. It was a long night. So I pop up on the co-main event for the main event. And don't forget, later tonight, we got Abdullah Mason in the main event. Then we got making his first title defense for the WBC is Bruce Shushu Carrington. And then Delonte Johnson is also on a fight card. That is a top rank with on the zone later tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is co-main event of the evening. And it's taking place in the lightweight division. Giving you the live blow by blow is fight or get knocked out. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall. His official weight, 205.7 pounds. He is fighting out of Paris in France. Ladies and gentlemen, his professional record, a perfect one. All 5 wins. 5 wins, no division, no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, Neil Ariano. And his challenger, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, 206 pounds flat on. He in fighting out of Scotland by way of debt in Poland. His professional MMA record, 3 victories, no defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, he is 24. Introducing to you Norbert Zog. 2 undefeated fighters. So somebody has got to go. Dan Mulvaney is the referee. He looked like a Loki, a young uncle of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then we can see both the fighters focus. Light heavyweight division. Both of these fighters, the referee saying, y'all calm down. Y'all gonna throw them hands in a minute. You ready? You ready? Mouthpiece? Mouthpiece? Then go handle that business. Middle of the eye of the storm of the octagon are both of these athletes. 4 minutes and 53 seconds in round number 1 of 3. Live from the Virtu Arena in Newcastle. So we show up and turning out here tonight with 4 minutes and 43 seconds in a co-main event. Hashtag CW209. Cage Warrior 209. It feel good to be 4 minutes and 36 seconds, looking to try to get on the inside over the top of the right hand by Ariano. Missing that looping right hand. Standing and looking to strike right now are both of these athletes. Both of these mixed martial artists. Both of these Brazilian jiu-jitsu artists. Both of these karate artists. Just mixed all into one bad mother clucker known as a fighter. Up kick with the right leg. Landed by Ariano. 4 minutes and 10 seconds in round number 1. Inside low kick. Both of them landed them low kicks. Threw them at the same time. Simultaneous low kicks. Beautiful work right there by both fighters. Jab being flicked out by Ariano on the outside, swaying back and forth, stutter stepping, trying to get closer right now. It's Piazak. 3 minutes and 56 seconds. Lifting that left knee is Piazak, but didn't extend the lower half of it. Shot with the right hand, missed that left hand, barely missed them shots. Is Ariano in the grapple, backed up to the edge of the octagon cage right now. Is Ariano trying to be in the driver's seat? Is Piazak. You got the over under hook right now with his right hand is Ariano, and the inside putting his head underneath the chin, putting it on the beard of Ariano, then reversing it. And now we got Piazak. His back is against the octagon cage. His right shoulder is on the octagon cage, jockeying for position as if we were playing FIFA and then they broke free. Because if this was FIFA, they would have been like, jockeying for position is round number 1, so it's still 0-0. That would have been the FIFA game. 3 minutes and 16 seconds in round number 1. Straight right hand. Caught him with a left hook. Good work right there by Piazak. Another left hook landed right there by Piazak. Miss, make him pay. Hashtag CW209. Talking to the algorithm. You know, it's my cousins. 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Beautiful low kick by the Polish fighter. Inside left leg kick coming in by the Frenchman. Beautiful legs. Left leg kick to the right side of the body. Trying to tear up oblique. Up kick with the right leg. Coming right back at Piazak. Landing to his left side of the body is Ariano. Exchanging leg kicks. Trying to mirror one another. Low kick missed that shot. And then did a whole 360 with a backhammer fist. But a big shot with a right hand by Ariano came in. Spinning around. Make him miss. Make him pay. And I'm going to capitalize on your anti-creativity. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in round number 1 of 3. Touching. Looking to buy some time, pumping the jab out, looking to find the range is Piazak. 2 minutes and 23 seconds in round number 1 of 3. Looking for the straight right hand was Ariano. Both fighters have made their way back into the eye of the storm of the octagon cage. Feints, who's trying to change the levels right now. Somebody shoot in for a takedown. And watch for the low kick right now for Piazak. Watch for the right leg to try to go down to that left calf of Ariano. Jab being flicked out or chopped down at that lead knee. That's what I try to do if I'm either fighter. Spills, good caught with a left hand, right hand landed right there. Beautiful work with the left hand, Got caught diving in, marching in was Ariano. Tried to land a flying switch knee, but in mid-air, Piazak caught him with a left hook, dropped his ass, and now he's trying to stand up. Free right hands raining on Ariano. Piazak putting the hands on him. Left hands gave up his back right there is Ariano, but he made it back to his feet. Beautiful work right there. Tried to do a flying switch knee. In mid-air, Piazak threw a left hook, landed clean, dropped his ass in flight. What the hell you doing? This is a no-fly zone. I'm the military. That's going to be Piazak. 1 minute and 28 seconds, but now we can see Ariano. He stood up and now jockeying for position, backed up against the octagon cage, looking to stomp the left foot of Ariano is Piazak, and now we can see Ariano grabbing the left wrist of Piazak because he had him from the back, grabbing his torso, got the separation that he needed, looking to see him from the shoulders now. Switch of stances, left hook, beautiful shot right there by Ariano. Straight right hand landed by Ariano. Two big shots came in, landed by him, but we can see Piazak, he acting like nothing has happened. Over the top, short shot with the right hand. Beautiful little short shot by Ariano. Looking to climb back in this round number one. Back and forth action right now with both fighters. You give one, then I give one. It's like a seesaw. You go up, then I go down. You go up, then I go down. Sort of like uppers and downers, like on Dewey Cox when they was pill popping in the bathroom. 40 seconds left in round number 1 of 3. Right hand over the top. Y'all remember the Dewey Cox story? That was my movie right there. It was like, what you doing in here? We doing cocaine. It turns all your bad feelings into good ones. You don't want no parts of this shit, do we? Big shot with a right hand thrown right there by Piazak. That was, I think, 2006, 2007. You know, all the best movies came out in the early 2000s. Straight right hand being thrown right there by Ariano. In the 80s and the 90s and mainly the 90s. Yeah, the 90s and early 2000s. Those are the best movies. Marching forward right now, to me anyway. Maybe because I was born in the 80s. Pumping that jab out, marching forward is Piazak. Right hand over the top, blocking that shot with the left hand. Oh, right elbow came in by Ariano. Beautiful work right there. My favorite movie, watching, looking for a spinning elbow. Barely missed that spinning arrow. Good work right there by Ariano. Ducking under that spinning elbow, seeing that. Yeah, my favorite movie growing up was Hocus Pocus. Twist the bones and bend the bag. Watching Case Warrior 209 break him of his baby fad. Turn his ass into a crippet and sleep him now. Beautiful. Looking for the flying knee. Clipped his ass right on the chin. Clipped his ass right on the chin. Trying to get crafty. Yeah, you talking about told me I had anti-creativity. Now you trying to get creative. Hell to the nah. We can't be having that. Good left hook landed right there. Tried to go flying hand or clip. Sit your ass down. We ain't got no time for you taking flight. Nobody authorized that. Sit down, and then you can see that right knee bent back like a little bent back. What do you say, Cat Williams? Like a little paper bent back paperback clip, whatever he said. Alrighty, looking like both the fighters is in their corner drinking water. They got the ice on the chest of Ariano, telling him, come on now, bronchial tubes, y'all gonna need some extra air in you so he can do a 5-punch combination. And then what he need to do is he need to jump higher, and he won't get clipped with shots like that. That's the oxygen talking to the bronchial tubes, and now the bronchial tubes telling the brain that it's okay for you to throw combinations. Up off the stool right now are both of the fighters ready to go out for round number 2.
And here we go.
Show up from right, and then the Joker want to see fireworks, so they better show us fireworks. Up kick with the right leg, missed by Ariano, tripping over his feet, stumbling back. Straight right hand with a left hook thrown by Piazak. 2 punches, 3 punches missed. Good defense by Ariano. Marching forward right now with 4 minutes and 38 seconds in round number 2 of 3. That round number 1 is too close to call for me, y'all. I'm gonna have that round number 1 for me. 10-10. 4 minutes. Left hook came in. Good shot right there by Piazak. And now retreating momentarily, but coming back with a right hand of his own. It's Ariano. Give and take right there. It's both the fighters. You land a big one, and then the other guy lands a big one. Somebody gonna have to land a big enough one to put the next man to sleep against his will. High kick with the right leg, aiming towards the left side of the head of Ariano, keeping his left hand up, blocking that shot, trying to mirror that, trying to throw the right hand to the head, but the right leg couldn't get up there. Straight right hand, but a jab kept him at bay. Beautiful jab by Piazak after right. At the same time, Ariano was throwing that straight right hand, but his arm reach is shorter than Piazak, so you know who's came home. Good right hand with a jab. Beautiful 2-1 came in, landed by Ariano. And a grapple in the clinch right now, and now we can see that Piazak is protecting from that left knee to the midsection that will eventually land if you throw it as Ariano. But beautiful job work right there as Piazak pressing Ariano back up against the cage, off the cage, uppercut with the right hand, missed that left leg kick to the body, blocking those shots as Ariano making their way back into the eye of the storm of the octagon cage. Jab flicked out, ready to be stone cold as ice. Jab right there, or try to be colder than that weather on the day after tomorrow with Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, good knee, landed the flying knee this time, but took strong with the right hand with the left hook, jab with a straight right with the left hand, and now Piazak could be hurt. Back up against the cage, and now we can see Ariano's uppercut with the right hand, right, missed that punch, holding on to him right there, and now we can see smelling blood right now as Ariano trying to survive. Left knee landed, left uppercut came in, left knee to the head, punches with the left knee came in by Ariano, but a big shot with the right hand, protecting himself right there as Piazak trying to fight back with will. Big shot with the right hand, but a straight left hand came in by Ariano. Jab, and you can see bleeding out the left side of his face now is Piazak. Oh, nasty work, jab with the right hand. Piazak came in, and now we can see Ariano holding on. Left hook thrown right there by Piazak. Straight right hand coming back at him by Ariano in a grinch, in a grapple, and now in a headlock right now. Got him in in a guillotine position now, looking vulnerable as Adriano breaking free, popping his head up, and now we can see the left side of the face of Piazak, blood everywhere. Oh, good right knee came in underneath, landed on the chest of Adriano. Watch your fingers now. That's the referee. 2 minutes and 28 seconds in round number 2 of 3. In the clinch, fighting in the phone booth right now are two Clark Kents, and look at that. It's on the cheekbone. It's a nasty cut under that left eye on the right, on that left cheekbone, and we all seen that movie 21 with Lawrence Fishburne. If I ever see you counting cards in Vegas again, I will break your cheekbone with a small hammer. How's Mickey? And that's what's going on with the left cheekbone of Piazak. He's been talking and not gave up Mickey. 1 minute and 58 seconds. That's the movie 21. I like that movie too. And the inside backed up right there. Body shot with the left hand. Trying to land a little short shot in the clinch. But look at the left arm. Grabbing the right arm of Ariano is Piazak. But got the takedown. Beautiful work right there. Soon as he got the top position and the right hands raining on Piazak. On top right now is Ariano. High on half guard. Landing right hammer fist. And when he switched it and went to the transition of the half guard. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this round number 2 of 3. Piazak in a vulnerable position, looking to rain elbows, looking for a Kimura right now. It's going to be Adriano. I can see it. Trying to press back and trying to get that Kimura right now. Trying to attempt the Kimura, and it's a strong attempt right now. Strong position and a strong mount, but nope, broke free and landed the right elbow. Right elbows, dropping elbows on him as this Ludacris was in his head telling them to throw them bows. 1 minute and 8 seconds around number 2 of 3. Went too high on the back, flipped them off. Piazak has now got the back of Adriano. Beautiful work right there by Piazak, because Adriano gave up his back, went too high, and now flattened out as Adriano. Right hands being thrown by Piazak, trying to get back up, but gave up his back as Adriano. Flattened him out through one right hand on him, but that left side of the face of Piazak is leaking blood out, and now Piazak is going high on the top of Adriano, so going to shimmer him off, and then it's going to be at another position. Beautiful work, and the blood of Piazak is all over both fighters, so that's going to make it extra slippery, sort of like WD-40, but coming out the human body. Switch knee with the left knee, barely missed that shot. On his toes, still fighting. Clipped him with the right hand with the left hook. Big shot with the right hand, landed by Adriano. 23 seconds left in round number 2 or 3. Backed up against the octagon cage with great back and forth action here in the co-main event of Cage Warrior 209. Getting me ready for Abdullah Mason in there. Good knee, right hands being landed. Tried to throw a knee, but fell down was Adriano, and now he's vulnerable. Piazak landed right hands. Right hand landed on Adriano. He could be exhausted. He keep trying to jump, falling, and getting clipped with shots. Jab with a straight right hand came in, back on their feet, and that's the time, and that's the sound, and that's the end of that round number 2. Look at Piazak going back to his corner. Piazak going back to his corner. Adriano is completely exhausted. Fatigued. Beautiful switch flying left knee with a right hand over the top of the left hand. This throwing short bursts of extreme energy. And now we can see going back to his corner was Adriano, and he's a little tired, ladies and gentlemen. The fatigue is setting in, and what will happen going out in the third and the final round. But one thing you can expect, and one thing you will love, that the third and the final round, both of the fighters will rise up off the stool, go out and throw hands like vampires and lichens. Back and forth action. That's all we looking for. Now we can see both the fighters is up off the stool. The referee telling them to go at it. And now we can see the fighters making their way back into the middle of the ring. Here we go. The third and the final round in the co-main event of the evening. Big shot with the right hand came in by Adriano. Uppercut with the right hand missed by Piazak, but a counter right hand came in by Adriano. Left hands marching forward, throwing his strikes, but taking a step back as Piazak, slipping them shots, starting to show some defense in this round number 3 as Piazak. High kick with the right leg. Beautiful high kick with the right leg, and immediately the left side of the head start to swell up of Piazak, or that could have been from earlier, and now it's swelling up. 4 minutes and 28 seconds marching forward as Adriano, and look at the wear and tear on the face of Piazak. Good jab right there by Piazak, another jab, but now we can see getting closer and closer to that cage, and now in the inside, in the grapple right now is Adriano with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third and the final round of the co-main event of Cage Warrior 209 in the United Kingdom. Beautiful trip and got another takedown, and got the side mount position position, and all he has to do is throw his left leg. If Adriano throws his left leg over the right hip of Piazak, he will have a full mount, and he can Raja Jackson the situation. 3 minutes and 52 seconds in the third and the final round. Land flat on his back and land on his own blood right now, trying to dip his head underneath, and we can see his corner saying press him back and try to drop elbows. And look at that forearm on the throat of Piazak, trying to just pressure it on the throat and choke his ass out so the referee don't see. Keep it clean, champ. Keep it clean. Don't go dark. Don't go Vader. Look, don't go dark. Don't go Vader. Don't do it. My damn it. Don't go Anakin. What is he trying to do? The crucifix. He trying to do a crucifix. What's that called? A crucifixion. Oh, good right elbow right there, and then hopped up immediately. Switches and tried to turn around back, standing back up on his feet. Beautiful way to get up out of there. Soon as he had him in a crucifix, then he dropped the elbow on him and hopped up immediately. But now every time that free left hand lands on the side of the head of Piatrak, the way the camera angle is, we can see the blood just falling down to the canvas. Every time a punch lands on the side of the head, blood oozes out. Punch, blood gushes. Punch, blood gushes, and falls down to the canvas. This shit is brutal. That's why I really can't show y'all 2 minutes, but I can damn show, let y'all hear, and then y'all ears can turn into eyes. Look, that's what grandma said. Your ears can turn into eyes, babies, and your eyes can turn into ears. And I was like, really, grandma? She said, you'll understand one day, baby. So rest in peace to grandma. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in round number 3. Pride up against the cage, and now got the full mount. Got back to the top position, but he's in the mount. It's Adriano. Piazza's expect, if he can create some posture and some separation, expect some elbows, expect some hammer fists, expect some right hands, expect some forearms, expect everything, including the kitchen sink, to be thrown at Piazak. But Piazak is doing a great job keeping Adriano close to him. That's what you want to do. Lock up that left arm, keep him close, and now there's the turn, breaking free. Beautiful work by Piazak, separating, getting back to his feet, but immediately taking him right back down to the canvas, wrestling him, throwing free right hands, and look at the referee saying, let me see something, show me something. Back to the full mount position. On his back is Piazak. Referee gave a warning saying watch it, but can Adriano find the finish here with 1 minute and 48 seconds in the third and the final round? Dropping the left elbow came in and nipped the tuck of the top of the forehead of Piazak here in the third and the final round in the co-main event with 1 minute and 38 seconds. This full defensive mode, all about body shots going down low. Ooh, right elbows came in, nasty shot. We talking about tip of the elbow, nasty work over here, got me screaming and shit. That was authentic. 1 minute and 23 seconds left in round number 3. Nasty work. I felt that shit. Almost had my nerves going all discombobulated. Doing some damage on top right now, dominating the third round, shoe shine in the body, just beating up Piazak on top of him. There's the turn on his side, and now we can see doing a great job with that left arm, protecting that left side of the face, but dropping the right elbow right down the seam. You too high protecting that, I'm gonna go right down the face, so drop the elbow right here on the brim of the nose, but the brim of the nose and the flesh did not slit open. Still only the left cheekbone is slit open, and that's where the blood is oozing and goozing and just flowing from. Little short shots with the left side, with the left hook came in on the right side of the face of Piazak, but broke free. Beautiful adjustment, made it back to his feet, looking for the separation right now is Piazak, but Adriano is not allowing him to separate. I'm on you like a wet blanket, left knee to the chest. Damn your pectorals and damn your workout. Beautiful work right there, landing that knee to the chest by Adriano. 27 seconds in the third and the final round. Look at the left forearm all in the throat of Adriano, standing up, pressed back against the north side of the octagon cage is Piazak. Knees on the inside, almost landed on the cup, but that right knee landed on the left thigh, of Piazak. We talking about what's that shit called? I forgot what it was called. And good takedown, but then the guillotine popped his head up. Final takedown, free left hands, blocking that, another left one, right hand thrown, and then that's the horn, and that's the end of the bout. Beautiful work right there by Adriano. Will win this bout on the judges' scorecards. Totally dominated round number 3. And now he probably talking about Dana White call me. You know, August is coming up, and you know, Dana White Contender Series. You know, you can call me, and I will be doing a live blow by blow for the Dana White Contender Series coming back, so we can see the next talent coming up into the UFC. So we'll catch a first little glimpse of them coming up this October. Next month, Dana White Contender Series, the next crop of UFC fighters. So I can't wait for that. Hugging his corner right now is both the fighters. Feeling good. Looking like the winner right now is Neil Adriano, and Norbert Piazak, he's looking like a defeated fighter. And we seen what happened, so We're going to wait for the judges, and we're going to wait for them to tally up them scorecards, hand them to the ring announcer, and then that's when I'll turn into the ring announcer. Just come in and be talking about, ladies, y'all know how I go and do my thing. What they listening to? They over there listening to some of that shit. What was they doing like that? I think that was the Jersey Shore. We was growing up watching the Jersey Shore. They was doing this shit. That's what they doing right now. Watch out for the grenades. That's what they was talking about on the Jersey Shore. Watch out for those grenades, ladies and gentlemen, because they will blow up in your face, and you better believe it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial art action, we go to the judges scorecards, and all 3 judges scored this contest 29-28 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, Neil Ariano. Dana, call me. And you can see I'm on the cell phone. Dana, call me. Hey, Dana, call me. I'm ill. Dana, I'm here. Call me. Call me. Call me. Dana, pick up the phone and call me right damn now. Call me. Tell Dana the UFC to call me. Y'all remember the slap, ladies and gentlemen, on the cell phone. Dana, call me, man. You know I'm going to need that UFC contract immediately. Dana, pick up the phone. I need a UFC contract. And then once Dana White picks up that phone call, Dana White gonna be looking like this. So Neil Ariano, be careful of what contract you sign.
Oh, that'll do just fine.
And it's like spooky business. That's going to be Dana White soon as he get the message, y'all. He going to be old as shit. Beautiful work right there by Neil Ariano. He put it on Norbert Piazak in the co-main event. So now still sitting on that stool looking at the doctor. Norbert, you got to have that conversation with the Green Goblin.
I chose my path, you chose the way of the hero. And they found you amusing for a while, the people of this city.
But the one thing they love more than a hero
is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying. In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you. Why bother?
It's sad, but it's true. Happens to the best of them. So now we move on, ladies and gentlemen, to the next bout of the evening. And that next bout of the evening is the main event of the evening. We got the British man versus the Brazilian man, George Hardwick. He takes on Nicolas Sávio. So let's pull it up and let's break down the tale of the tape for Cage Warriors 209, main event of the evening. The tale of the tape introducing to you first. He goes by the hall, Nicolas Sávio. His MMA record consists of 13 victories, opposite 5 defeats. He fights out of Arco, Brazil. He is 31 years of age. He weighed in at 154.2 pounds. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He fights and represents Strike MMA Gym. Ladies and gentlemen, one half of your main event, Nicolas Sávio and his adversary. Fighting across the cage, George Hardwick. He comes to the octagon cage with a professional MMA record, 14 victories, opposite 4 defeats. He fights out of the United Kingdom. He is 29 years of age. He weighed in at 155.5 pounds. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall with a 72-inch arm reach. He fights at a Middlesbrough Fight Academy. Please, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your main event for Cage Warrior 209, George Hardwick. He takes on Nicolas Sávio. Coming up next.
I passed it with flying colors. I got these wings on my back. I'm taking off like rockets out of the atmosphere, the stratosphere. Nigga, I'm gone. Fuck the trials and tribulations when you out in the galaxy with your own bloodline, bodybuilding. I'm strong. Neuromelanin control. ET phone home. Blast off the middle button, nigga, that I control. I'm activated. Hypothalamus. The plan is lined up. Open that black hole. pendulum as it swings. Yeah, this gnosis is my precious, I'm the Lord of the Rings. You can't kill me, I'm sorry, my soul goes on. It's the darkness of nothingness, I'm singing my song. Put a spell on the world, that's just something I must. The triple blackness of a new, hit a fuck shit up, I'm gone. I passed it with flying colors. I got these wings on my back, I'm taking off like rockets out of the atmosphere, the stratosphere. Nigga, I'm gone. Fuck the trials and tribulations when you out in the galaxy with your own bloodline, bodybuilding, I'm strong. Neuromelanin control, ET phone home. Blast off the middle button, nigga, that I control. I'm activated, hypothalamus, the planets lined up. Open that black hole and witness how the all is robust. I stay in rhythm, hopping on the pendulum as it swings. Yeah, this gnosis is my precious, I'm the Lord of the Rings. You can't kill me, I'm sorry, my soul goes on. It's the darkness of nothingness, I'm singing my song. Put a spell on the world, that's just something I must. The triple blackness of a new, hit a fuck shit up, I'm gone. I passed it with flying colors. I got these wings on my back, I'm taking off like rockets out of the atmosphere, the stratosphere. Nigga, I'm gone. Fuck the trials and tribulations when you out in the galaxy with your own bloodline, bodybuilding, I'm strong. Neuromelanin control, ET phone home. Blast off the middle button, nigga, that I control. I'm activated, hypothalamus, the planets lined up. Open that black hole and witness how the all is robust. I stay in rhythm, hopping on the pendulum as it swings. Yeah, this gnosis is my precious, I'm the Lord of the Rings. You can't kill me, I'm sorry, my soul goes on. It's the darkness of nothingness, I'm singing my song. Put a spell on the world, that's just something I must. The triple blackness of a new, hit a fuck shit up, I'm gone.
They booing him. He's making his way to the octagon cage, ladies and gentlemen. The main event is about to begin. Nicolas Sávio, he's making his way to the octagon cage. They booing him. As soon as they seen him, they start booing him. He got the Brazilian flag on his shirt. He clapping, and they just booing. He's screaming, woo, 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 throwing his hands out. Ain't nobody touching him up, and he psyched him. Somebody act like he was gonna touch hands and went like this, and then flipped him off and gave him the birdie. That's what the little boy did. That's wild. There you go, Chef. He say, damn, now we rocking with Hardwick. Shaking your hand. He reached his hand out, and then homeboy tried to shake him up, and then he went like this. And then he gave him the birdie. And I was like, oh, damn. Then he gave him the birdie. He wasn't playing with him. We rocking with Hardwick. We're going to disrespect you every way, every time you come near us. That's the fans. That's the fans speaking, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to some native Brazilian music. You can hear birds chirping, and it sounds like chants, like some African chants or something. Y'all know how it go, ladies and gentlemen. We over here toe up from the flow up mentally, so don't mind that. It sound good, though. It sound hot. Chanting, the ladies over here, I can picture them doing their dances and all that. Bird feathers on them, dancing and shit. He Brazilian. So they pumping him up in the corner. Say, let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Beating on him and shit. 8-1 record. They didn't do that, but they should have. Record in his last 9 bouts. Has a 69% career finish rate. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Oh, he's a BJJ black belt, Charles. He don't be playing no games. He's 8-1 in his last 9 bouts. But yeah, Nicolas. And he got that slap behind him. Now they got the drums into it. This slap. I might have to try to find the soundtrack. Now they, the final inspection, patting them down. Ask them, you got your mouthpiece in? You got your cup on? Now the biggest question of the night will be asked tonight. In Newcastle, they wondering what George Hardwick gonna walk out tonight. About to make his way into the ring, bowing down on other people's blood right now, ladies and gentlemen. So he just did a ritual of the man. Because you know they come in and they pray, but as soon as he walked into the octagon cage, it was just blood spots all everywhere. And then he put his forehead and prayed on the canvas on the next man's blood. So he's gonna be cut up bleeding tonight because that was a ritual he just did on himself. Damn shame. Here come Hardwick. I told you I didn't even come to play. He coming out to something. Look at everybody standing there with their cell phones out with Hardwick. Where my phone at? Here come George Hardwick. They loving it. Fucking get up. Let's go, you fucking sausage. He going crazy right there in Newcastle. All the crowd now, he got his hands out and everybody grabbing him. Oh, damn, Hardwick. Hardwick, we love you. They going crazy right there. None of them sound like they don't know why I did that. George Hardwick is coming to the octagon cage, and ladies and gentlemen, and I'm having a good time. Already feeling goofy. Oh, look at that little boy. It's a little boy just running in the back. He running in circles, and he's like running this way with his cell phone. Oh, he ran all the way that way to get in front of George with his cell phone so he can get a better picture. Oh, now, okay, then you see all the kids running on the side, so I guess that's a kid-free zone. They're letting the kids just run all the way to the side he was, because the ramp, he's coming down here. And then it's parts that way, and then it parts this way. Hardwick, he kept walking straight, but the kids, they did the bank around this way to meet him right there. But Hardwick was right there so they can get pictures of him. I'm going to break it down the right way for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the little kids with. And now Hardwick is showing love to his corner. Showing love, hugging everybody, because you might not come out that cage the same. You breathing right. You got all your senses in order. But, oh, he got a pimple on his forehead. If I'm his opponent, I'm aiming at the pimple because that pimple looked like it hurt. It looked like it still ain't formed all the way, and it's still underneath, so you can't pop it because the whitehead ain't formed. So that's when it causes a little pain. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We all in the flesh, and we all had pimples. Y'all know how that shit feel. So if I'm his opponent, I'm aiming at that pimple. Sock him right on that pimple. He's going to be like, damn. Y'all know how that hurt. So I'm aiming at zits and pimples. Damn all that. Heal me now. That's what the sound is. It's some rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. Heal me now. He doesn't know what he's up against. I can make my own slab. I'm gonna bust him open to the make his head white meat will show. And then it slows down. And then, you know, the guitar, the solo, they got the electric single. And then you come back. Fuck him up, beat him down, have him in his own blood, swirling around in the middle of the canvas, in the middle of the canvas, and then make the slap, ladies. And I'm trying to tell you, I can do all music, goddammit, I'll make it slap. And I was listening to metal on that XM, because I just listen to any and everything. And I was like, hard metal, and I was listening to the lyrics, and I was like, these is kids who want to hug. And then, you know, the hard metal go, rah, 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 but the way he was singing it, it's gonna sound crazy, but the lyrics, it was like, hold on, he just want to be recognized. My dad left me. And it was like, oh shit, this dude got issues. Lay off the dope. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at your main event of the evening. 3 5-minute rounds in the cage war lightweight division. Proudly giving you the commentary, and the blow-by-blow is fight or get knocked out. Your judges cage side will be known as Judge Number 1, Judge Number 2, and Judge Number 3. And the referee will be Rich Mitchell. And now, for those in attendance at cage side and the millions tuning in around the globe, Newcastle, oh, let's throw some hands wrapped in leather. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. His official weight, 154.2 pounds. He fights and represents Brazil. His professional record, 13 wins with 5 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Nicolas Sávio. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 155.5 pounds. He is fighting out of Middlesbrough in England. His professional mixed martial artist record, 14 victories with 4 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to George Hardwick. Get the crowd going crazy. Oh, George. He gonna be curious in the fight. Gentlemen, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. You keep fighting until I tell you to stop. Touch gloves if you wish. And may God speed. That's the referee talking to both the fighters as he separates them. The main event is about to be underway. Let me drink my Bobby Boucher, and he'd be mad that I'm drinking it out of this plastic bottle, but Bobby is going down over here in the States and all over the world. Evildoers is running. Literally, they running. Put that light on them. You know the sun don't play. Neutrinos attack. Look, I turn into Ash Ketchum. Neutrinos, I choose you. That'd be crazy work. Right straight being thrown right there over the top. Jab being flicked out, being thrown. That's the mythos. Shooting in for the takedown right now. In the blue corner, enough is enough. When I said it was enough. It's Savio. Right knee going down to the body. Exchanging knees, and Hardwick's pressed back up against the octagon cage. And in the pre-show, they had Savio. They said, I know this guy doesn't like to go down. I'm paraphrasing. I know he doesn't like to go down, but I'm going to get him down. I'm going to constrict him, and I'm going to take him. I'm going to wrestle him, and I'm going to take him out. Because y'all know he's a black belt in BJJ. So let's see what happens. Beautiful left knees to the body of Savio by Hardwick with 4 minutes and 15 seconds. In round number 1 of 3, using his head wisely, keeping his right knee to the gut. Beautiful right knee landed by Savio. Looking for his moment to turn up, and looking for his moment is Hardwick to turn off the octagon cage to find his exit route so he can make his way back into the middle of the eye of the storm so he can pump out that jab. But right now in full control is Savio, throwing that right knee to the body, keeping Hardwick tight, pressed up against the octagon cage. And I believe on the octagon cage, I believe they're on the west side of the octagon cage because they said that was the best side in the octagon cage to whoop ass. 3 minutes and 38 seconds, trying to drop down and change the levels and try to get a double leg takedown is Savio, but doing a great job with his base, keeping his foundation at all shoulders width apart, and doing a great job of defending them takedowns from Savio. It's Hardwick. 3 minutes and 23 seconds keeping the position, but look at the left hand of Savio. It's on the cage and he's grabbing it. The referee don't see him grabbing it. He grabbing it. The referee can't allow that. And now they say, come on, guys, you got to show me more. Get busy, guys. Show me more and get busy. It's both the fighters. What y'all watching? 3 minutes and 6 seconds left. The babies, y'all, the kids, they came in. They doing they thug dizzy. Those my babies, and I love them dearly. 3 minutes flat in round number 1. Right knees landed to the body of Savio. Beautiful knees to the body coming in by Savio. Round number 1 of 3. Referees keeping his distance, telling the fighters, fingers, gentlemen, fingers. That's the referee. 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Still jockeying in that position. Right knee to the body. Good work by Savio. Pressing back Hardwick against the octagon cage. And just throwing knees to the midsection. Trying to change levels and trying to get a single leg to double leg takedown. And as soon as I said it, level change. Trying to get the takedown is the Brazilian. Now the Brazilian, as doing a great job defending the takedown. We can see the left leg of Savio is trying to go behind the right calf of Hardwick so he can try to trip him. But doing a great job of pressing that leg back up against the octagon cage so Savio gets nothing. Ooh, shoulder jerk. He did a shoulder jerk and then popped the head up of Hardwick. Beautiful work right there by Savio. The Brazilian is in control in this round number 1. Beautiful game plan. Throwing right knees to the gut, left knees to the gut. Beautiful knees right there by Hardwick. Turning. There you go. And then finally turned him was Hardwick. And Savio said, damn that. As soon as the crowd got behind him, pressed him back up against the, pressed Hardwick back up against the octagon cage. And then immediately the crowd shut mouth, wet mouth, and then look at the referee say separate, man, and look at Hardwick. Man, get your ass away from me, man. Back up. He ain't hit me in a cup. He good. Hardwick, the referee tried to separate him, but Hardwick was like, hell nah, that wasn't a low blow. It It wasn't even all that hard because I'm in close, so I'm smothering this shit. So I'm good. You're going to make me mess up my positioning. So beautiful work right there by Hardwick. Chose to keep the positioning. And now looking to try to lift, got his right hand behind that left leg, but immediately tucked it back up and the right hook. And then beautiful work with the right hand going down to the body, right hand to the body. Savio with a short shot with the right hand over there tearing him up, but bleeding out the left eye. I don't know how the hell Savio bleeding out his left eye. And now Hardwick got the separation. Jazz being flicked out with 1 minute and 9 seconds in round number 1. Looking for elbows, body shot with the left hook. Good work right there by Hardwick. The former lightweight champion Hardwick landed a vicious body shot that stopped Savio in mid-tracks. Right hand down to the body, shooting in for the takedown. Negated that takedown, mixing up his shots with Savio. But beautiful defense right there. Miss Hardwick back into the clinch, back up against the octagon cage, and immediately trying to fight hard right now to get away from that octagon cage. Fight it, Hardwick. Fight it, Hardwick. Fight it hard. Fight it, Hardwick. Fight it, Hardwick. Fight it hard. That was a play on Rick Ross. Hustle, hard. I was trying to say wrestle on the inside because his name is Hardwick. So I say you just got to fight hard, Mr. Wick. I'll fix it up. Oh, his name is Hardwick. I could try to mix something up with John Wick. And then we know Mr. Wick was a hard case. And we'll try to mix it up and find something. Remember, I'm thinking and making this shit up as I go. I'm off the top of my dome. 19 seconds around number 1 to 3. You just got to be you and it'll be beautiful. Jab, that's what J. Cole said on Friday Night Lights in 2010 or 2011, one of them. Jab being flicked out, left hand, missed that cross with the left hand. And then now the fighters made their way into the eye of the storm. Body shots going down over the right hand, high kick with the left leg, another high kick with the left leg, another up kick, body shot with that kick. Beautiful work right there, switching it up, going right down the middle. The horn sounds, they show their respects, and they go back to their neutral corners to get instructions in the next round. Who's wins? You the MVP. I appreciate you. Rocket Boy 1933, you the MVP, and I appreciate you. And Rocket Boy, just for that chant, you the MVP. And Rocket Boy 1933, if y'all ever seen Rocket Boy in the jungle fighting the grizzly bear, y'all better help the bear.
You ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear? Help the bear, because that bitch gonna need it.
Hey, Rocket Boy, he hungry, greedy. So appreciate you, champ, and I'll just make shit up as I go along. You got to be you. Ladies and gentlemen, round number 2 is about to go underway. But before both of these fighters make their way out for round number 2, they have to listen to the pastor that got the message from God. And now God told the pastor and the preacher to tell both of these fighters, as soon as they get up off the stool and go out in round number 2, they got to implement a necessary evil.
What brings to mind the phrase, necessary evil? Now, I know many of you may hear the phrase necessary evil and you say to yourself, that don't even make no sense to me. Can't be no such thing as necessary. How's evil necessary? That don't match.
Hey, that's plaids and stripes, evil and necessary, but it makes sense because the next man is going to try to knock you out, so you're going to have to implement a necessary evil to survive. It makes sense to me, preacher, and I thank the Lord for giving you the message to give to me to tell the fighters to go implement it. 4 minutes and 46 seconds in the round. I just let him flow through me. Right leg kick, that sound pause like a motherfucker. Hold on, who is him? The Lord, God. You just let him roll him through you freely? Well, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Why God only? That's what we taught. 4 minutes and 30 seconds in the round, number 2 of 3. Press back up against the octagon cage right now. Like, who you talking about trying to pray to? You talking about Moloch and Ball and them? They're like, nah, nigga, nah, we ain't trying to mess with them. It's like they on a whole nother trajectory. We're gonna have to check their ass in a minute because we dealing with principalities, and then Ball and Moloch, I'm gonna have a conversation because those my badass cousins running amok because mother certain entities want to pray to them to get certain things that they don't need and they can't comprehend. But let's get back to the blow by blow because I'm in over my head, my spiritual pay grade. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm crazy. 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in round number 2 of 3. Press back up against the octagon cage right now is Hardwick, and the blood is all over the canvas and then bleeding out his face is Savio. So let the ritual begin, I guess. God damn it, the blood is just everywhere. That plasma is needed. And now press back up against the octagon cage, doing a great job at trying to level change, but doing an even better job of negating those takedowns, doing a great job with his foundation. Saying if you got a solid foundation and the nucleus is intact, you're protected. And that's exactly what Hardwick is doing in the ring. And that's a subliminal message. 3 minutes and 23 seconds left for it to be subliminal. You wasn't supposed to say that was a subliminal message. Talking to myself, entities within. 3 minutes and 15 seconds in round number 2 of 3. And this back and forth action. Press back up against the octagon cages. Hardwick throwing knees to his midsection like in round number 1 is Savio. And backed up throwing his knees, just looking to try to separate himself is going to be Hardwick. Good reversal right there by Hardwick. And now Savio backed up against the octagon cage. Left knee going to the midsection like, damn, your belly button, the doctor say you don't really need it? No way. 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Reverse it. Say, damn I need my belly button. And now press back against the octagon cage to let the people know I'm human. And then trying to throw knees right there is Hardwick, but got caught with a forearm elbow by Savio. Beautiful left forearm elbow by Savio. Caught him slipping and then reversed it again is Hardwick. And now Savio backed up against the octagon cage, but look at the right arm. The right hand of Savio is close enough to that left thigh so that knee don't rise, that this knee him to the body. So great defense, but that left knee reversed it and going to the right side of the body of Savio. Can't protect that because he got an over-under hook, locking up that left arm and doing a great job reversing in this Hardwick, but turning it back. They literally doing circles right now. Savio then got Hardwick back up against the cage, and then in a minute Hardwick has Savio backed up against the cage, and I'm just calling what I'm seeing. But right now Hardwick's backed up against the cage, just scooting him to the edge of the cage, dropping down, trying to level change, and now trying to implement a double leg takedown. Said, okay, he got a great takedown defense. Let me try to get a single leg takedown. And he said, no, I cannot give you single or double. I can't give you nothing. And then the referee said, use your position or I'm going to have to separate you guys. Nobody wants to see this. This is the main event. They paid their hard-earned money and y'all wrestling on against the edge of the cage. And Savio, you bleeding out the side of your eye, and we don't know how that happened. 1 minute and 34 seconds left. They got to show a replay. Left knees and good right knees. Left knees landed on the right side of the body of Savio, but then there he go again, circling and turning, and that time mid-circle before they got to the 360, I believe there's at the 210, threw a knee on the inside was Hardwick, and now Savio pressed him back up against the cage and throwing the left knee to the right side of the body again, pressed back and fighting in the phone booth. Both of them believe they Clark Kent. Separate now. Who gonna turn into Superman off the separation? And then Eminem will pop up. I can't be your Superman, your Superman. Don't get me wrong, I love these fights when both of these fighters just go out and fight. Right hands fly all goddamn night, but elbows will land despite your fight. Now look, y'all remember Eminem Superman? I was trying to match that flow, y'all. Shout out to him. Straight right hand being thrown right there. Marching forward right now is Hardwick. Got the separation. He's the slightly taller fighter. Left leg kick to the body. Knee on the inside landed with the left knee is Hardwick. Right elbow barely missed that shot is Hardwick. Looking to turn up and turn alive right now. Front push kick landed on the chest. Got the separation that he needs. Savio, he don't know how to fight on the outside. He said, damn that. Body shots with the right hand by Savio. Left hook, straight right hand went down the pipe. Right hands in the clinch. They in a Muay Thai clinch. They're in a Thai clinch. Throwing knees in the inside right there. Savio. Hardwick marching them back up against the octagon cage. Marching back forward. And now they back into the middle of the octagon cage. Throwing the left knee to the midsection of Hardwick, trying to use his right leg to go behind the left leg of Savio to try to trip him as Hardwick. We can hear the clapper here in round number 2 of 3. Got me over here looking all frantic. Backed up against the octagon cage, and now got the next man blood smeared all on his face as Hardwick. Horn done sounded, and that's the end of round number 2. Hey, look, horn sounded, and that's the end of round number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We got a bout, and I got to give you the blow by blow the way I know how to talk. Look. What's your thoughts on who's winning? My thoughts on who's winning right now is back and forth action. Pressing the issue right now is Savio, so he got the aggressive style going for him, but he's not doing nothing when he's pressing Hardwick back up against the octagon cage. He's trying to throw knees, but Hardwick is blocking them knees and landing his knees on the inside as Hardwick gaining separation and doing the better work. So I'm going to have to say winning right now was going to be Hardwick, ladies and gentlemen. Both fighters do the head clashes, and on that left side of the eyebrow of Savio is bleeding, and on the left side of Hardwick it's bleeding on the eyebrows. Both of them on right spot on the left eyebrow of Hardwick is a slit. On the top of the right eyebrow of Savio is a slit due to being in the clinch and doing headbutts. So round number 2, Hardwick. Round number 1, due to controlling he ain't really control nothing because he ain't land nothing. So round number 1, I'm gonna have to go 10-10. Round number 2, I'm gonna have to give it to Hardwick. And round number 3, this is gonna decide your winner. Left leg kicks, and if Hardwick want a chance to win, he cannot allow Savio to press him up against the cage. He just gotta fight at that distance, use his reach, throw straight down the middle, and do your thug thizzy. So we're gonna figure it out right now in the 3rd and the final round. So what I said don't even make the judges don't make sense to the judges because they watching a whole nother fight. Right hand over the top being thrown, short shot with a left hook with a straight straight right with an uppercut with the left hand, and the inside right uppercut landed by Savio, trying to level change and doing a great job negating them takedowns. And you got to count the takedown attempts from Savio, and negated all of them was Hardwick. So that's why I'm gonna have to say Hardwick is winning this bout. And now press Hardwick back up against the octagon cage, throwing right knees on the left thigh of Hardwick and Savio, but focused and trying to get the single leg takedown and doing a great job of negating these takedowns is Hardwick, protecting himself, got the over under hook on the right arm of Savio, and then the referee screaming, watch your fingers, watch your hands, left knee to the right side of the body of Hardwick. But now we can see them left knees just landing on the body of Savio. Them left knees from Hardwick is just raining on him, but it's limited once you're back up against the octagon cage. And that's another thing, champ, throwing them knees back up against the octagon cage, what the judge is gonna see, because this got the pressure and this been on you all now, relentless has been Savio. And we can constantly hear the referee, you got to use this position to do something. So they can be canceling each other out right now, and it could be 10-10, but damn sure Hardwick won that round number 2 because he separated and was landing some big shots. But round number 1, it's been a stalemate. And in round number 3, it's looking like a stalemate. And if we're going to have to judge anything, it's going to be off the separation and the work of Hardwick. That's what I've been watching. 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Second warning. Use your position or I will split you up. That's the referee talking. That lets you know what type of fight it is. Every time Savio presses him back up against the cage, the crowd boos. And now got a single leg takedown, looking for the single leg takedown, negated that takedown and did a great reversal was Hardwick. But implementing this game plan, you got to remember in the videos they play, Savio, he said, I'm going to try to take him down and I'm going to try to implement a submission. Has been trying to take Hardwick down all night, but haven't taken him down one time. So beautiful work in Hardwick with the takedown defenses, because he has not been down on that canvas not one time. So Savio, his game plan has been negated. Left hook landed right there. Got the separation by Hardwick. This could be the round that can get Hardwick the victory. Feints on the outside, straight right hand been thrown, backing up right now. Savio, you know Savio is gonna throw a jag and try to land and trying to level change to try to shoot in for the takedown. Up kick with the right leg, landed to the body, but a left hook came in by Hardwick. Those shots are landing. Both fighters is bleeding out the left side of their face. Body shot with the left hand going down low by Hardwick. Got the separation, straight left hand down the seam. Beautiful work by Hardwick, taking a step, bleeding out his left eye, and we can see the right eye of Savio is doing a great job. This a little blood on the mark, not flowing like it is with Hardwick. Beautiful right knee, left knee on the inside. Tried to shoot in for a takedown was Savio, but met him with knees was Hardwick, and now he got him in the clinch, circling. Left knees going down to the body of Hardwick, but Hardwick coming back with right knees to the body of Savio. They are back up against the octagon cage, tighten and fighting in the clinch. I got a hole in my lip. That's what grandma say. Boy, you got a hole in your lip. Water coming everywhere. I'm like, sorry, grandmother. 1 minute. What? Dave Chappelle. Yes, grandmother. Look. Let's get busy. Use your position. That's the referee, because they over here wrestling on the octagon cage. Separated with 1 minute and 13 seconds. Straight right hand to the body. Tried to clip him with a left hook. Misses Hardwick. High kick with the left leg. Missed that head kick was Hardwick. Separated as both the fighters, but they're in the eye of the storm looking to strike. Switch of stances. Feints on the outside. Both fighters got blood all on them. Body shot with the right hand. Up top of the left hook. Inside in the clinch. And then marching back against the octagon cage is Savio. But while he's backing up against the octagon cage, threw a right knee to his body was Hardwick. 48 seconds left. Ain't did nothing. I got Hardwick winning this bout, y'all. And every time back up against the octagon cage, Savio is in his position. He's not working. He's not doing anything. They're just reversing each other. Who's going to get position, throwing knees at one another, canceling each other out. And you can hear the referee. That's why I know the quote. Use this position here, or I'm going to have to separate you guys off the cage. That's the referee. Chopping elbows, tried to level change this Savio, and then that right elbow tried to land. But now we can see both. Oh, good right knee to the body of Hardwick. Negated that takedown again. Right knees going to the body and trying to use his right hand to go down to the body, smothering them shots. Right hands trying to work, but a left hook thrown by Hardwick. And now trying to let his hands go right there, Savio. Throwing 10 seconds left. And now, can we see a big finish, ladies and gentlemen? Right hand's being thrown. Stay here and let it throw. Stay in here and let's blank them. Make it do what it do. Right elbow, good elbow with a right hand. Good right elbow after that, at the bell. And both of them throwing their hands in the air because that bout is over. That shit was trash. Savio did not win. His attempt, it was closer than what we thought. He trying to make it a wrestling in the inside. Maybe at certain things, me being a casual, just calling a blow by blow, couldn't see, probably didn't know what I was looking at, but I'm calling a blow by blow, and now they're showing the replay. Shooting in, trying to get the takedown, negated that takedown. Left leg kick landed to the right side of the body. Do a straight right with a left hook. Keeping his hands up, blocking them shots is Hardwick. I'm just calling what I see. Little right hand came in. Left uppercut came in. Landed by Savio. Straight right hand by Savio. Working it with his head right there. I got Hardwick by split decision. And you can see got his hands up. The Brazilian believes he won. The momentum in Brazil, he believes I control things. The body language of the fighters is like Hardwick lost and Savio won. So they looking at Savio like he got the victory. Maybe the aggression, pressing him back against the edge of the cage, wrestling with him, forcing them to fight his game plan. Maybe they got the victory, but we're about to find out. And now drop down a bended knee was Savio to bow down to the feet of Hardwick to pray, and then showing his respect, drop down to bended knee to meet him at his level was Hardwick. Say, don't be bowing to me, goddammit. We the same. We was bleeding on each other. We warrior brothers. We one and the same, goddammit. We best of friends now. The largest organism on the body is the skin, and it has pores. It's open. My blood is in you. Your blood is in me. We are technically, literally soul brothers. Damn sure warrior brothers. So let's see what happened. The fighters are with the referee. Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of mixed martial art action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge number 1 scores this contest 29-28, Savio. Judge number 2 scores this contest 29-28, Hardwick. And judge number 3 scores this contest 29-28 in favor of your winner by split decision. In the red corner, George Hardwick. And Nicolas Sávio, he was shocked because the corner of Nicolas, they was like, and they was trying to anticipate him saying Savio, but nope, didn't throw his hands up. The wrong corner, the right corner won. What I was saying, like I told y'all, Hardwick probably gonna win by split decision, and it worked out. I was calling a blow by blow. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm right. That's what we talking about. Calling a blow by blow and calling it like I see it, ladies and gentlemen. And Hardwick got the victory. Round 3, let's go. A lot of knees. Yes, it was a lot of knees. Pressed back against the cage, throwing a lot of knees on the inside. Mr. C. Jacks, and then did Nicolas win? Nicolas, no. Nicolas lost. Easy money. George Hardwick got the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, your victor by split decision, George Hardwick. Nicolas Sávio, he thought he won, but he took that L, ladies and gentlemen. But both men deserve respect because they went out there and laid it all out on the line. So shout out for them. But before both of these fighters made their way to the arena, they had that conversation with their father. So I know their fathers are proud of them.
This is what makes you a man. When I was growing up, this was all the protection we needed. You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
And they gonna live to fight another day indeed. Nobody got slept, nobody got knocked out, really no hard punches landed. They got slits due to headbutts, and they gonna get stitched up and go back home to their loved ones like all of us. Beautiful work. Ladies and gentlemen, the day is not done for me. Subscribe to my channel, because we ain't done. Later tonight, so I'm gonna have to go break it down to y'all. Later tonight, ladies and gentlemen, oh, don't forget, next week, we got the return of Conor McGregor. We got Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway, and I believe Max Holloway gonna knock out Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor gonna try to stand and strike with him, and Max Holloway gonna clean his ass up. I got Max by knockout, ladies and gentlemen. And then before that UFC, we got to go to Germany because we got Octagon 91. We got Karim Ngizik versus Christoph Datko. That's going to be a banger, and I will be in Germany at 10 a.m. in the morning covering Octagon 91. I call everything, ladies and gentlemen. Any and everything that got to do with hands being put on the next man or woman around the globe, I'm going to be calling a live blow-by-blow. Facts. Because I'm all over the world. And then yesterday, that was yesterday. No, we ain't ready for that. No, I'm ready for Abdullah Mason then. What the hell is Abdullah Mason then? Ain't got Abdullah. What the hell is going on in the world today? UFC, Octagon Saturday. Oh, I'm all the way over here. My bad. There we go. That was next week. Oh, I'm tripping. That was on the 11th. So yeah, that's next week, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the 10th today. Dude, here we go. Cage Warrior. This is all we got today. We just called Cage Warrior. George Hardwick. He got the victory. So coming up next, we got Mason versus Bale. So this is going to start in an hour. So it's 3 o'clock p.m. on the West Coast is the best coast where I'm at in the United States of America. And then in an hour, it'll be 4 o'clock. And then it'll be time to call Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bale live from Cleveland, Ohio. So right now, we're in the United Kingdom. covering this Cage Warrior. Then I got to hop on a PJ. I got to deal with the turbulence, land in Cleveland, Ohio, and call this top-ranked boxing card to represent Bob Arum. And here we go. Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bell for the WBO Lightweight Championship of the World. Live on TNT Sports, but I will be covering it because I got the ultimate for DAZN. The first 6 bouts, it will be 6 boxing bouts. The headliners for the WBO World Lightweight title, 2 undefeated fighters. So somebody's O has got to go. Abdullah Mason, he is the champion, the WBO reigning and defending champion. 20 victories, no defeats. And his adversary, the undefeated challenger, Albert Bell, 28 victories with no defeats. So somebody's O has got to go. In the main event, it's going to be a banger. And in the co-main event, we got another banger for the WBC World Featherweight titles. Bruce Shoo Shoo Carrington, the retaining and defending world champion, an undefeated fighter, 17-0, and his opponent is also an undefeated fighter, Rene Palacios, 19-0-1. So in the co-main event, someone's O has got to go. And in the feature, the opening up the fight card, another undefeated fight, someone's O has got to go. Delonte Johnson, 17-0. Guerrero, Christopher Guerrero, 16-0. So the main card tonight, we have 3 bouts, 6 undefeated fighters. No one knows what it's like to lose. 3 individuals out of the 6 will have a stick on their record Sunday morning. And the preliminary cards, the first 3 bouts of the night. Headliner Abdullah Mason, his younger brothers will be fighting. Ibram Mason, he is 2-0. He will fight Eric Hanley, 1-2. And then we have his other brother, Mason, 2-0. He will fight Hadzah, who is 1-0. And then the young prospect, Derek Scooter Davis, he takes on Carlos Ramos. They saying they real big on Derek Davis, y'all. They saying Derek Davis is supposed to be the next young prospect in America. So we're going to find that out later tonight. 6 boxing bouts. Headlining, Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bell. That will be tonight. Well, that will be in an hour, ladies and gentlemen. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like. Hit the bell so you get the notifications, and I will see you guys later tonight. Subscribe to the channel.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said. Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
You heard what she said.